Hey everyone, Rob from Southgate Media Group here. Before we get started with this podcast, we have a quick message. If this is your first time checking out the show, we love that you found us and we really hope you enjoy it. What we have to say is for the subscribers, if you enjoy our shows, would you please donate to help keep these going? We don't want to have to put traditional ads on these shows, but this does cost money, so we really do rely heavily on donations. To make a donation to the show, please go to our website, www.southgatemediagroup.com. Go to the page for the show, and in the upper right-hand corner is a donate button. It takes you right to PayPal, and you can donate whatever amount you want. Thanks a lot for listening, everybody. And now, on with the show.
This is Victoria Cartagena, Renee Montoya in Gotham, and you're listening to Before the Bat, the Gotham podcast.
Welcome to Before the Bat, the Gotham podcast, your guide to the TV show Gotham and all things Batman. I am Phil, and we have a full house tonight. We have your usual suspects, Kelly.
Hey!
Tyler.
Hey.
Lilith.
I'm back!
Ah! And who is the guest with you, Tyler?
This is Chris, and if anyone's listened to Last Daughter's pilot episode, Chris was my co-host on that episode.
Yeah, I'm a celebrity now. What's up?
So we thought we'd get everybody together to talk about the best Batman film ever.
The only Batman film we need to watch.
Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
Now,
I've already seen all kinds of
who saw this in
feedback
theaters?
online.
I did Christmas Day. 1993, Christmas Day.
I saw the previews for this in comics. I didn't even know it was in a movie theater until after it had happened.
Yeah, I didn't see it till it hit VHS.
Yeah, the fun fact is that they really botched the advertising for this. They were originally intended as a direct-to-DVD.
The only place I saw it advertised was in Wizard magazine.
I don't remember how I saw it advertised. I think I saw it as a trailer or something else, but I remember it came out, and we saw it within the first week that it was out because my dad took us to go see it because my dad loved Batman the Animated Series also. So we went as a family and saw it.
I heard Phil and Tyler telling me that I had to watch this movie, and so I watched it.
I'm shocked you haven't seen this movie, Kelly.
I have never seen it.
You have the Mask of the Phantasm? I'm like, duh.
Yeah, my DVD that I bought is scratched, so I gotta send it back to Amazon.
It was like 87% done, and then the distributor's like, hey, it looks really great. Can you change all the frame rate to go cinema on it, and we'll give you like $6 million for a budget? Yeah. It's crazy.
So we ready to watch this thing?
Let's do this.
All right, everyone put your everyone fingers on the play button.
Yep.
All right, hit it.
God, the soundtrack is perfect.
Oh my God, have you guys heard the re-released one back from 2009?
It's extended. Yeah, 20 minutes? Holy crap. Oh, it's so good.
How did I not know this?
Yay, Paul Dini.
This is so
Bruce
good.
Timm is a genius.
As far as I'm concerned, Paul Dini is the only person who ever needs to write Batman ever.
I just think it's amazing that
turn it down. We can hear it.
all this stuff that's already happened, and I'm still watching it because nothing's come as close to being as good as this.
No, and Tyler and I were talking about this while we were waiting for the call, that because the studio decided to make this into a cinema feature release, and they upped their budget to $6 million, what we're watching here now, the CG opening, was never originally anticipated or planned, but they had extra money to play with. So they put this on top of like the 2D backgrounds that they had already framed. And to me, I think this is still one of the most like beautiful openings to a Batman feature ever.
It is gorgeous.
I love this animation style, and I've always been really bitter about the new crop of animation, like Justice League War. Like, I just want to go back to this, because this is classic.
Everything done on good old black crepe paper, man.
And I love you. Get right to the action. Look at this.
Money!
There's the song.
Let me check those bills.
I liked,
Yeah,
like you
it's
said,
green.
like Justice League War. The story was good, but I didn't like the animation. I didn't like the
Boom!
I didn't like the animation for what do you call it?
Boom.
Dang it, Flashpoint that much.
Tyler,
Oh,
thumbs
yeah.
are going down.
Yeah, I mean, Flashpoint was what? More Japanimation?
Yeah.
That rough edge, big eyed style.
Yeah.
Cable hits the thug. Oh, you can't sneak up on Batman.
Take that, money mustache.
Does anybody think that painting remind you of Jessica Rabbit?
A little bit. I think that painting is the reason why this movie got a PG rating.
I like that power stomp right there.
Well, no, it's extra violence is actually why it got the PG rating.
And there's your villain.
I just don't know how you mistake Phantasm for Batman. Like,
Well, he learned in the shows. He's the only one that's doing that, or so it seems at this point.
Look,
Yeah.
it's white eyes and mist. Of course it's Batman.
And
Yeah.
cockeyed
Oh,
and
is he-
cockeyed ear. Only one of them.
Casey.
But with all that smoke, it looks like the pig pen version of Batman.
Or
That's a good way to
Skeletor.
put it. Oh my god, did you guys ever... I actually have the toys for this, and I remember being really ticked off because it was the unmasked version of the Phantasm, which basically spoiled the whole movie.
Yes, and
By King.
Aw.
like
Yeah.
3
Thanks,
officially
Keen.
licensed toys. They had like Joker at the end with the rocket pack, Phantasm with mask and without. But you're right. It's just, why would you do that to a kid? Don't spoil the greatest thing of the '90s.
I'm saying. I just remember, I was like, well, that's the price you pay when
Uh-oh.
you have to have everything.
Phantasm's gonna get run over.
Here's my favorite. Hey, I'm free. I'll turn around and go back.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Hey
And
guys, we
this
have a
sort of
prison
day
break actor in here, Stacy Keach,
Hey,
Yeah.
which makes me giggle because we have a lot of Prison Break guys on the current DC
That's right.
TV right now.
who has windows in their parking garage?
Gotham does, so you can throw people out.
I see.
Well, that's just a building. That's just an office building.
Oh, wait. Clue 1, broken glass.
Right, there's broken glass in
Something's
the
on the
parking
glass.
garage.
It is.
There's
Oh,
my
there
Sherlock
he is.
Holmes.
Exactly.
Don't worry, I'm going to use a lot of
Batman's better than
science. You'll
Sherlock
understand
Holmes.
later.
All else fails, use science.
Harvey Dent.
Phantasm crop dusted the stairwell.
That's not Harvey Dent.
It looked like it for a second. I forgot.
That's that.
This is the
That's
this
that
is the
weasel,
councilman
what's
douchebag.
Bullock looks like
his
he's
face?
having a good
Yes.
time.
I'm a pompous twig.
They've
yes.
never made Bullock look like he's taken a shower. Ever.
He's hard boiled. I believe it's the exact description we always use for him.
Oh wait, this is one of my favorite lines in the movie. When they're talking about someone being crazy, and Alfred's like, "Oh yes, sir. By the way, I put away your tights and your exploding gas balls."
Thank you, Alfred.
I pressed your tights.
Is that what a Commodore 64 looks like, Kelly? Like the Bat computer?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh my god.
The size of a room, you mean?
Yeah, just
Yep.
about. Actually,
Zoom
it was a
in
lot more
400
portable than the
times.
Crash 80.
Blah blah blah. Talk to you on the phone.
Hey, let's Lois
Sexy
Lane.
lips.
Hey everybody, it's the Casablanca moment. Looking at you, kid.
Hey,
I
and
think I'm gonna get some when you come to town.
how come Gotham has Asian-style windows?
Because it's Gotham.
That's
Gotham
racist,
has
though.
everything, Kelly.
In a 1930s.
Yes, rub
building.
that face.
Well, no, this has always been the thing about Batman. It's always been anachronistic, like always. This is
Yeah.
why Gotham looks the way it does. They kind of based it on this because it's classic.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like Kelly's college dorm room.
No, that's the World's Fair we'll get to later.
Uh,
Bruce Wayne pretending to mac on some chick.
That's right.
My favorite line's coming up
Oh, the dumb Asian girl.
about the I
The
word.
I word. Oh my god.
Engagement.
nice.
See, I got confused when I saw this the first time. I thought that was Andrea Beaumont the first time.
Oh,
Yeah, I did too. That's what, because I just watched it again this afternoon. I'm like, oh, red hair. She throws water in
The
his
voice is
face.
kind
Yeah,
of
Yeah, that's right.
similar.
Yeah,
She-
like some other people we know.
Ladies.
They should have just made her a blonde.
Excuse me, ladies. I have to pick my balls up off the floor.
Excuse
How does
me.
that not get on his shirt?
Oh.
He's Batman.
Ninja style.
Or he's used that Scotch Guard on his shirts.
Alfred.
Oh, hello.
That would be
Hello,
Alfred's
Councilman
thing.
Douche.
Tired of these damn blood stains.
That's right.
This is one of those things about Batman features that I've always had a hard time with. When they have Bruce Wayne and they show like a full body shot like this, his shoulder length and his girth, like his body girth size, is nowhere near what it is in the suits. Like, I know they're doing that to make him look a little bit smaller and less intimidating, so when he does get in the suit that he's like all beefed out, but it kind of pulls me out of the moment a little bit, because I'm like, why is my Bruce Wayne not bigger than the guy that's the villain in this right now?
Secret identity, kid.
Yeah, his jacket's a little big. He's a little slouching.
He's a little frumpy in
The
this.
slouching like Superman. If anybody knows that old-timey thing about Superman and his slouching ability.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, perfectly placed flashback.
Hey, Tyler, if I ever die, can you please not make a memorial of me that's bigger than you?
Hey, and no struggle wig, Lilith.
That's why I love animation more than I love live action.
I would like to
It's
see
simpler.
Queen.
I'd like to see her character go into live action. I think it'd be sweet. Just if they name drop cameo the character in a live
I
action.
think they should do it in Gotham. Like, if we ever get to the point where Bruce is in, like, college, they should totally do this storyline.
They really should. I think this would transition so well into a live-action feature. And, I mean, you add a bit of action to it, a bit more, flesh out the dialogue a bit more, and make it a little less simplistic, and you'd have a full feature 2-hour film.
Oh, yeah.
I am so interested in you, crazy lady.
Takes crazy to know crazy.
Touche. Would you like to go out sometime when you're not talking to your dead parents out loud?
I made a vow. What vow?
Nice car.
Yeah, it's a doozy.
Is that a Chanel purse? Sorry, girly moment.
Oh, my last name's
yes.
Beaumont.
She sounds like a Southern Belle, like from, what's that TV show?
Heart of
Dallas
Daisy.
or Dynasty? Is it Dynasty?
Mother was asking.
Dark Cloud.
Let's use our dead parent conversation as a playful way of exchanging.
Oh, I'm sorry, do you not talk to ghosts?
That's
Well, no,
that's
the
why I
romance
asked
is
that.
clunky in this movie, though. Like,
I
the
ain't
next
afraid
one
of
when
no
she
ghosts.
comes to the Wayne Manor, I'm like, really?
I will say I like this. I like this, like, year one style callback
Mm-hmm.
right here.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I
this is the
also like
best
that-
scoring.
I like that we're getting an origin story, but we're not going all the way back to the parents having to die for us to go through all the process.
Well, here goes.
Ski Mask Vigilante. That is the name of the scoring on the soundtrack for this particular section.
Oh, we're done shopping. No, sir, you are done.
Stop immediately, or face the wrath of Ski Mask Man.
Wait a minute, isn't that John Diggle?
He needs a brown leather coat.
Without the rhythm.
John Diggle, the man who I swear they just made him like Kato.
I brought Morning Stars to a gunfight.
At least it wasn't arrows. Hey-oh.
Oh.
Oh, he didn't say you have failed the city.
I want to
Also, where do you find a ski mask that stays on that well?
You get the neoprene ones. They stay
He
pretty
probably
well.
got it from the dominatrix section. That's like the GIMP thing, isn't it?
It's like his comedian mask.
Oh, but it's,
I don't know, Lilith. Tell us about the dominatrix section.
Oh, like you haven't seen Pulp Fiction.
wait, are you calling
Sure.
Batman the Gimp?
If this,
Hey, you guys just missed him running as quick as the truck.
He's not Batman yet.
He's just
Hey,
Mask.
look,
Ski Mask Man.
Patrolman Harvey Bullock.
Still looks like he hasn't showered. Also, why does he have a mug of coffee?
Exactly.
he didn't have
Those
the paper
donuts
cups
pretty
yet.
good.
Yes,
And how could he spit it, 3 feet to hit the windshield?
God.
Because he's Harvey Bullock, damn it.
I just love the idea. I want to dress up like the criminals and just blend in so they think I'm one of them. So if the police show up, they think I'm a criminal too.
Hey, guys, don't worry. My car will stop this big 16-wheeler. It's okay.
Great job, Bruce. You just destroyed 2 policemen.
I don't know. The thing that impresses me
they're
about
okay.
this entire scene is this is a really intense car chase with a lot going on. And I remember, like, just this afternoon, because I hadn't watched this movie in, like, 3 years, catching myself saying, I know he gets out of this, but I don't know how he gets out of this. Because this is a lot to do on your first night as being Ski Man.
I like how he has a hammer, a ball-peen hammer.
And that's
Stop.
how we get
Hammer
the
time.
utility belt.
Mm-hmm.
Are these the
It was the
exploding
90s,
gas
it was
balls
hammer
you were
time.
talking about earlier?
To me, this doesn't seem like it was a smart choice. Let me crash the truck that I'm holding on to, hoping that it doesn't flip and kill me.
Right.
And doesn't crush me against the wall.
Oh, this almost turned into a tragic scene from Signs.
Wow.
I'm alive.
No M. Night Shyamalan references.
That's another podcast right there.
M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong.
Look,
And the ability to climb walls like Spider-Man.
The plan is working, Alfred. I almost got killed last night.
Walks on,
Alfred
walks
with
off.
black hair is just not right.
Why would you consider rugby? Oh, no, my favorite line in the entire film's coming up here in a second when Andrea shows up.
Master Bruce, you might want to pretend to be normal.
I like the fact that the only gadget that Batman really needs in this entire series is his grappler. He
Yeah.
uses that more than anything else.
Well, he focuses
They're like
a lot.
Arrow.
Yeah.
Ugh.
They try so hard.
Now, for me, I'm like, Bruce Wayne, this just smells desperate. You haven't called me in like 3 days of knowing me. You didn't give me your number.
I know girls like that.
Take that.
They can't take no for an
Next time you'll call me.
Okay, what kind of ace bandage goes around your hand like that?
A really good one.
He must be a cheerleader. That's
Every
how you
time
set up mine.
Yeah, I guess it could be, what do you call that stuff?
Her dress changed.
Mhm.
Blooper, her dress changed to a different one. Same color, different dress.
Oh.
It's that Lion King scene.
Oh,
Oh, Master Bruce.
no lemonade for you, sir.
Just sugar.
You know, I only like kissing my girlfriends after having a fight with them, too.
What, a jiu-jitsu fight?
That's right. A jujitsu and self-defense fight.
In the backyard.
Better than in the cemetery. As they their parents.
Oh, we missed the part with the Asian girl dancing on the piano.
Movie.
Yeah. You have the past cemetery, then you have current cemetery.
I will say this, though. This was the film that made me realize that Batman can cross over generations. Like, because I remember watching this, like you said, with my dad when it came out on VHS, and he loved it, and I loved it. We're like, wait, you're an old guy. You're not allowed to watch cartoons and enjoy it. And he goes, well, yeah, I can.
That was, to me, the point of this series. It really was the Batman that everybody could get behind.
Yeah, it was never written just for kids. It was written for everybody.
You could actually put this on prime time right now, and it would still get all the ratings.
Oh, yeah, the animated series, this movie, it all holds up.
Question, why would you go to a grave to throw flowers on it and be like, you were such a loser?
Yeah, pay respect. Wow.
It's not
Haven't you seen House of Cards yet?
And why would it?
You know, his dad's great.
Just waiting for him to pee on the grave now.
Why would your flowers look like a Christmas wreath with roses on it?
Maybe it was a poinsettia.
You
Genetically
You
modified.
can't. Well, it's always Christmas in Gotham.
Oh!
Ouch!
I tripped over this wheelbarrow they left out in the middle of the night.
Those grave diggers need to stop drinking on the job there.
It would be funny if grave diggers came walking back around like, where's our stuff? Why is there a guy in this grave we were digging?
Or if they just walked up and saw
With a
Batman.
weeping angel pushed on top of them, no less.
I
Don't
would love
blink!
cliche. The cliche, they're sitting there
True.
drinking, and they see the Phantasm, they just pour out the booze.
Yeah.
Like, I want some of that acid. Just spray it stuff. Why doesn't nobody...
Yes, throw a stick at me.
What? Cosplay as the Phantasm.
So
I think
do they put?
You have to have an ice machine follow you.
I was gonna say dry ice in the pockets or what? You know.
Oh. Oh, look at that big statue.
I do think it's interesting how never seen any of these characters until this film, like Buzz Bronski, Chucky Saul.
That awkward moment when the Batman Mask of the Phantasm turns into Harry Potter.
Jump, just a little bit. Jump. Wait a minute, white men can't jump.
Advantage cadet. Oh, too late.
Ah!
This is a sweet shot.
Well, at least I don't have to take him far.
Hey, this was made for someone. You know what? We'll just leave him in here.
Does
That's
nobody
my
know
weeping
how to
angel.
test the graveyard in Gotham?
Oh, now we're unemployed.
There's plenty of bad people to work for in Gotham. No worries.
It's Batman with dry ice. Tell everyone.
It's the bat.
It's the Batman. Oh man.
Hey guys, we really got to replace this with real bullets instead of blanks because we're not getting anywhere.
No, they're stormtroopers.
Oh.
Oh, liver spots.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
That's what happened when you
Now
keep
the
making
Crypt Keeper sees all his friends are dying.
I'm so scared. I need my oxygen.
I know, like the Phantasm's gonna come after this guy.
TV tray across the building.
The only thing killing this guy is time.
Oh, and the cancer, but you know.
Back to Councilman Douchebag.
Ugh.
You have to stop the Batman. You're a cop.
I really wanted to be Harvey Dent, but they decided to make me an accountant. That's my Jim Gordon.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? You know?
I don't know. I do love
You mean
Gary
the Batman's
Oldman
on-
though.
You mean the Batman's not stupid enough to fall into your trap?
Rosie, no.
the Batmobile.
Oh man, I forgot about that where we actually find the inspiration for the really long Batmobile when they go to the World's Fair. This
That
movie
was cool.
answers some
Here.
questions.
Wait, here it comes. While I'm here, let's visit with Mom and Dad.
Of course.
Why don't they have a
Nobody else in the
mausoleum?
graveyard at this hour that might see
People have more
Batman.
money than God. Why don't they
if
have
your
a mausoleum?
if your dead parents were just floating around the graveyard and they saw you and you didn't say hi, I mean that's rough.
Trouble.
It depends what story. Sometimes they have a mausoleum.
That's true.
I liked like they did in the Nolan films where they were buried on the property. Like the
Yeah.
Waynes have their own graveyard.
Wait a second. She's like, wait a second. Batman was at the Wayne's grave? So he must be Bruce Wayne. And she didn't figure that out years ago when he was learning how to fight and came home with all these bruises.
She just
And then Batman
They
appears
should
on
have
the
made
scene
her a
later.
blonde, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Ding ding.
you mean
No
she
offense,
just
Kelly.
didn't like to have Fight Club?
I'm not a blonde.
I know. Hey, I was gonna keep your secret,
Not for
Felicity.
real.
Hashtag girl reference.
She's got one thing on her mind.
All that stuff in
wants
his
to be-
utility
Like,
belt,
big thing.
all his tools, and Batman doesn't have an umbrella.
Nobody has the only binoculars that can work in the rain without getting wet.
He doesn't need an umbrella. He sprays all this
Use the
stuff.
spray X.
He's got that waterproofing.
This podcast is not sponsored by Rain-X, but we welcome it.
He's got that weird Rust-Oleum fabric stuff.
I sense a flashback coming.
I like that shot. The animation's slightly different, more Flesher style.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, look, here it is. Kelly's dorm room.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Ah, yes, the Gotham World's Fair, because Gotham is Chicago.
Gotham's
Or
every
New
night.
York, depending on who's telling the story.
True.
And it's 1922.
Did you hear the argument about Gotham's? It's a state because why else would it say Gotham on the license plates?
Like New York, New York.
I heard a weird fan theory last week that Joker is actually H.H. Holmes. Because it's all based in
Wow.
Chicago.
Wow. I think AJ Holmes is just creepy enough to be himself.
Yeah.
Here's my dorm room.
Disney's
With
house
the creepy robot family.
where the women stay in the kitchen and the men just watch TV.
That was my
Women stay in the kitchen with
dorm.
No legs.
The men just sat in front of the big screen TV downstairs all the time.
They made big screen TVs back then?
Yeah, believe it or not.
You're gonna see.
Batmobile!
I actually really like that design. It doesn't.
This car is
What
functioning.
is that, a
but
Cadillac 32?
it's-
A very square one.
Oh, you boys in your cars.
You know, if I saw that car in real life, I think my first question would be, how many missiles could I get to shoot out of this thing at one time?
Can I put a jet engine on it? Well, here, let me call my father. Tell
Oh,
him I
wow.
landed a rich man.
Really?
Wait, a phone in a car? What year is this?
Alfred,
Nobody
what are you doing?
knows!
Hey, they had phones and cars in the early 90s.
Well, yeah, the cell phone was invented in 1978. I mean, but it
Yep.
wasn't mass-produced until 84.
No, but it wasn't
Right.
like you pull a box out and you pull out a handset.
It was a
you know?
huge box.
Really? Jesus.
The
Oh,
bricks.
look, there's Andrea's father.
Why did
With
that
his
song
assistant.
"Rude" by Magic just come into my head?
Well, hey, look, it's Councilman Douchebag when he was Secretary Douchebag.
You know who her dad reminds me of?
J. Jonah Jameson?
Who?
Yes.
Yes.
That Batman is a menace, I tell you.
The only thing would be worse if he made himself after an insect.
I tell you, Bruce, there's nothing more important than money. If you want my daughter here, you must have a lot of money.
That's all right.
And pay it to me.
Because women are still chattel, apparently.
I wouldn't say I'm my daughter's pimp, but
I forgot that nobody had pupils in the 90s, apparently.
I'm just so glad they didn't try to force a lot of characters into this.
Yeah.
Like that secretary goes up to be Catwoman. You know,
Well, I think
He's having Gotham remorse, sounds like.
Bengal Tiger Cigars. The cigars of mobsters.
that man can't be a criminal at all.
And you notice
Oh,
all
look
the
at the
gangsters
driver.
are wearing black.
Oh, here comes the scene where she should have figured out he was going to be Batman at this point. She
See?
sees this,
All
You're
the
not
bad
allowed
guys.
to
and then
relax
Batman
wearing
their
shows up.
black.
sweater.
And wasn't that her necklace,
No.
her locket, that went into that cash box?
No, it just
Yes,
looked like it. I swear that dude who's getting robbed looks like the Penguin.
He does. He's got the pointy nose and everything.
wouldn't it have been easier for him as Bruce right here to just be like, take the stuff and then just give the dude some money who got robbed?
Bruce has plans for his money. He's got to build a Batmobile and a secret Batcave and Alfred's pension. Come on.
Settle down, or I'll throw you in the river.
A good 20 feet away from me.
Oh, no, not a bat.
And a motorcycle.
Wait, this is one of those scenes from West Side Story, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
For Grease.
Oh, look!
They should have had a musical right here. Finger
Sharks
snapping and
I
all.
can jump on a moving motorcycle and knock the guy off
Right on the
and move at a
fender.
different speed.
That was a West Side Story dance move right there, bro.
Oh,
Yes.
right face.
When you're a bat for life.
I like the motorcycle though. I like the.
Oh, honey, I didn't mean to do that. Oh,
Oh, wait, I can't let her know that I'm really good at things. I'm gonna get hit now.
No, he just got distracted.
Really? I always took it as he was looking at her like, oh no, if I do this, she's gonna figure out stuff.
I love that he.
I think he started to think that, and then he got distracted.
I think he looks at her as a distraction from the plan. That's the whole point. Is she's taking him off course from the plan.
Yeah.
She's causing him to break his vow about hating life and brooding and being Batman. He can actually be happy.
But you're not allowed to breathe.
Yeah, he says as much as the grave in a couple of scenes from now.
Yeah.
That's
It's
why
like
he's
Spider-Man
Hey, look, he's
scene
gonna
all
be
of a
Dr.
sudden.
Midnight.
jacket.
No, turtle face.
I was like Space Ghost.
Yeah, or those Hispanic wrestlers.
Oh yeah, muchos Disgrace!
I do like this right here, the idea of him questioning why am I doing this for, because I feel like it's something that would seriously happen to as he's turning into Batman, like, questioning everything he's done, like, why am I really doing this?
Yeah.
Alfred, why do I still want to be a vigilante? I'm about to lose my virginity.
Wait, you're saying that Alfred take him to an Armenian brothel when he was 13?
No.
Oh.
He doesn't have time for that. He's got to learn science.
He has all the training.
I could see that storyline going on Gotham. Alfred takes little Bruce to the time to man up, son. Now that's an episode I'd be interested
This little homeless girl's been throwing it at you, and you're saying no. So let's do it another way.
No, she pulled back, man. Bruce tried to be her friend. She put him in the friend zone and left, and then she took him out of the friend zone and just said, "Screw you," and left. I stole his mom's stuff.
Pay no attention to the man behind the mausoleum.
This is a really cool, sad, like how you can show the parents present just using the imagery and the angles of their grave and how larger than life they are to Bruce.
I think the interesting thing about this is because we're finally, even as kids when we're watching this, we're finally allowing ourselves to think that Bruce is really doing this of his own accord. Like, I know he's doing it to avenge his parents and everything, but he's the one at the end of the day that makes the decision to become Batman, to fight the injustices around him,
To sacrifice everything.
Exactly. It's literally sacrificing probably one of the first loves of his life after his parents.
As far as he knows, could be the only love.
That's the one that I think is so interesting about Batman. He never had, they always say Batman and Catwoman or whatever, but he never really had that defining romantic relationship.
No, not really. Oh, no.
This guy looks like...
Excuse me while I pump in my oxygen.
This guy is death walking.
The reason why he has
that liver spot
boy mustache is because he can't shave off kind of falling off.
You can't grow anything else anymore.
It's Uncle Junior from The Sopranos.
Same difference.
What are you talking about? Hey.
You see these liver spots, Sonny?
I earned every one of them.
You can play connect the dots as I cough up my lungs.
Look, if I breathe this helium, my voice gets all high.
I love when they pull over to the side of the road and he's just like, I gotta get out of here. It's not healthy in here, because of the cancer.
And he looks at the look on his face as he slams the door.
O'Neill and Adams.
Yeah, because of all the cancer.
Easter egg.
Oh, O'Neill and Adams.
O'Neill and Adams.
Stuff as a kid you don't get, and then as you get older, you catch more and more stuff. And for those listening who don't know that, they were very popular writers and artists.
Alfred, a bunch of mobsters are getting killed. I think there's a pattern. I'll go.
Alfred, will you stop cleaning my fencing gear and listen to me?
You don't know me at all.
I'm just literally waiting for the Joker to show up at this point because Mark Hamill totally shows the minute he shows up.
Can we just say how loyal a person Alfred is?
Because a lot of times Bruce kind of a dick.
I mean, Alfred.
Wait a minute, kinda. Isn't that his counterpart?
I always like how Batman's like.
What do you expect when you don't get laid?
Jessica Rabbit again.
Papers.
Batman's supposed to be like the lone wolf.
Is this the Rat Pack? What's going on here?
Exactly.
Pull your shirt down, construction
worker. Is that Walt Disney?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jania pointed out it looks like Howard Stark.
Oh, he does.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Why does every mansion have a turret?
Why wouldn't they?
Dude, good point.
Yeah, if you had that much money, why wouldn't you?
I'm not very good at this, so I'm gonna hand you something. Please say yes.
I'm not good with words and stuff.
It looks like a cigarette box.
I almost.
Hey, that's too big for.
I almost paid someone.
That looks a little small to be 6 months' salary. Just saying. Just saying. That's a little bit of a small diamond from the boy billionaire.
Well, it might be one of those where he takes a
try this
low
on for
salary.
size. If things work after a year, we'll give you a better one.
I thought this would never happen. Aren't you 35?
No, I think
no, this is the flashback.
No, they're only in their 20s.
Are they really?
Yeah.
They look really old.
You know, people age like milk back in the 30s, bro.
If you
Yes.
Bat!
I didn't know.
if you watch some,
Foreshadowing!
they do draw him younger.
Yeah, they
in
do give
some
him a little
scene-
bit of a clarity in his
in
face.
some scenes, but there's some that they don't draw him as young as they drew him.
I think Bruce is one of those
They
people
do his hair
who
different.
probably always tragically age, mainly because of the lack of sleep and the constant pummeling.
Punishment.
Yes.
You can't talk to Dad right now. He's having his illegal poker game.
Don't worry, Bruce. I won't see you tomorrow, but I'll write you a really nice Dear John letter.
Hey, don't worry, Dad. My fiance's the boy billionaire, so maybe he'll give you some money to not have you murdered. Hey, look, somebody's
Where'd you get that
smoking a
from?
PG cartoon.
Look, it's Burgess Meredith.
That's what I was thinking. You took the words right out of my mouth.
The fact that my nose points up at the end means I'm a bad guy.
Alfred, why didn't you tell me we had a basement? Alfred, what's wrong?
Is this where the
Why
world
does
best
this
comes
smack
out
of
of?
like the Nolan trilogy where freaking old girl leaves him?
There's a note.
I feel like Alfred's just like, yes, you put your dick in crazy.
Plot twist. Alfred actually didn't like her and he wrote that letter.
Yeah, because every time he's trying to
He
bring
kidnapped her and threw her somewhere.
Ice walks in on him.
Yeah, because she's in trouble when she doesn't go to her rich boyfriend for help.
She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man, apparently.
Except
Wear my
Dad.
mother's pearl necklace now.
Oh, I love this part.
Oh, this is great. Alfred's
Yeah.
reaction.
Putting on the
Mhm.
Okay, he looks like a surgeon.
yeah the old
I love that there's no
Belt and
like
gloves.
distinguishing features. Like even the belt is black at this point, so we're not even getting that color. And when he puts the cowl on, it's just the white eyes for the first time. Oh man,
trick or treat.
so perfect.
Ah!
My word.
And also the secondary
All right.
reflection of the eyes above the cowl.
And you don't actually see the suit. Like you said, it's all the black.
Yeah.
So there's not that, like, oh, it's his first suit or anything like that. It's just.
Well, yeah, because you're not looking at him in those ridiculous boy shorts or
Does
like.
that say go ham? Go ham sandwich.
Yeah, I know, because the T fell off. I laughed at that the first time I saw it.
I think this might be my favorite feature film with Joker. Because the Joker we get out of here, the dialogue is just so perfectly written.
I don't know.
I'm looking at
I really
Kelly's.
like the Batman Beyond movie with the Joker, though.
We were talking about that earlier, too.
No, yeah, for me, like, that's the more... I love that one because it's so twisted, but there's something about this Joker that's just... It's so classic
If
to
that
the
answers your question why I like it.
Like the
But yeah, we gotta
robot.
That's an
Batman
Iron
Beyond
Man.
Return of the
They should
Joker.
have made him more of the Metal Man just for, like.
Poor CP30.
Yes! Mark Hamill enters the picture, and everybody goes
Yeah.
Oh, that suit. I actually found myself looking for a purple suit on Amazon yesterday just because.
That suit, those yellow teeth.
I'll stop brushing just to be the Joker.
See, this is his best look in the animated style.
Oh, yeah.
I like that they
Updated the look.
instead of keeping the lips constant, they actually do like form back and forth with him as he speaks.
I like that.
I
Where
love
he, like,
that.
stops.
Watch the valuables.
Doesn't this just get you excited for Mark Hamill's return to the Flash as
Yes!
Yes.
Like this has always
You have to
been my
do the
favorite
voice.
Joker, and Kevin Conroy is my favorite Batman. So I mean, I guess because I
Yes.
grew up with it. You know what I mean? Some people it's Michael Keaton, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
can see that.
Ah, the house of the future. Bet you the woman's still in the kitchen.
I like the dog of the future.
I like how the man's gone.
Down, Rusty.
He's
Look,
so
'cause he's
cute.
there.
Now, see,
You wouldn't kick a puppy, would you?
what's interesting is this doesn't.
Man, things get crazy in Kelly's dorm room.
No, this is really a standalone for them.
It's not. What's interesting.
Aw, not meatloaf again.
What's interesting is like you don't have any kind of reference to Robin or Harley in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not creepy.
Do you think
I love this.
was Joker getting intimate with that robot?
Do you see the sad face on the doors?
Yes.
And how come the ottoman's clean?
It's new.
Okay, so I know Joker's crazy, but you can't throw around an elderly cancer patient like that.
Joker gives no fracks, okay?
Here, I want to pay you a ton of money to kill Batman, which you would have done anyway for free.
Don't you know I've been trying to do that all along?
How many Joker episodes of the animated series do you think we had before this movie?
Let's see. This movie was 93.
Yeah.
Joker
like
was
2
92. So
Why does he have a tribble on his suit?
at least 4 or 5, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
How many were in season
Don't
1?
touch me, old man!
Why does
20
Joker?
is-
23 or 24.
Why does Joker have a tribble stuck on his suit?
It's
That's
his
a
poison flower!
It doesn't
Water
look like a
thingy.
flower. It looks like a tribble.
What if they were bearded? Then what's on
You're just trying to cram all
What?
the references, aren't you, Kelly?
It just does.
I love this
I
Joker
the
face right here.
Shatner.
Yep.
A nice big smile. So
Uh-oh.
creepy.
Am I the only one that hates
Can
it
I come
when
in?
because it's just distracting?
Yeah.
And she didn't even say it all convinced.
Oh.
She's like, "Oh, I have a headache."
No means no,
Classic.
Councilman Douche.
My
Don't worry, I'll
poison.
kiss you and not lead you on. It's fine. Good night.
Do what Batman just didn't punch.
He walks away and he goes, so this is what blue balls feels like.
That's all I want to do.
Whoa!
I finally figured out what your plan was, Bruce.
I just decided that I want to. It's like one day I want to go in the bedroom dressed as Batman, stand by the lights when Junior
Yeah.
flips it on. I'm just standing there like.
Since this is pre-Facebook, this is him, like, snooping around her cell phone, like, why is your dad in a picture with a bunch of mobsters, huh?
I don't know.
It's
I
not
have a
what you
drinking
told
problem.
me. You said
Peter
you're closer
Parker
than ever
helped
to
you.
your phone.
I like the Joker backstory in this movie, though. Even though
I can
Oh,
read
here
lips.
Here it comes. She's like, he asked her about the father, and she's like, if there's anyone in this room controlled by their parents, it's you.
Oh, she took a drink. Total shade.
And then she's
Total shade.
You know,
and
you don't.
she's
I
gonna throw it
didn't think
just
you
like
got
a
to
cat.
that point of a marriage till like 3 years, where you're starting to blame the dead parents for things.
Well, it's Bruce, dude. You can't help it. It's there. It's omnipresent, you know?
Oh, why do I drink so much?
Second glass of the night.
The pink liquid is the hardest of liquors.
Doesn't she have toes?
She's wearing tights, man.
Oh, okay.
The fog rolls over Gotham again.
Crap.
At least
You
it's
don't
not
see
the
me
mist.
coming, even though I haven't. Oh,
I feel like
Oh,
this
it's
movie made me paranoid of all mist.
see, I can't believe they put this in a cartoon.
Oh, it's a lot.
I love it.
The dead body.
Mm-hmm.
And the Casey Jones mask from the Phantasm.
Classic Joker.
Your death angel awaits. It was cancer all along.
Whoops! You're not Batman. Don't look at these explosives.
Rigor mortis is awful,
It's raining.
isn't it?
See, but
It's
like
raining
the
windows and dead body
female
parts.
costume ever, though, because it's not like all boobs and butt and cleavage.
You know, the
What?
women are done tastefully in this cartoon.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you're
the
not supposed
entire
to know the girl yet.
series was like that. The women are given complete empowerment. You never feel desperate for any of them. They can handle themselves, and they're never like sexually exploited. Which is another reason why I feel like the animated series does
Look.
stick around and is so strong with all audiences.
And most of
The
them, now a few of them look rather anorexic, but most of them
Yeah.
have healthy body image too, you know?
But that was the noir
But that's the
style.
socialite. That was the socialite. The one that you socialites, and that is the socialite aesthetic from like the mid 30s to like the early 40s. Only like the common women were hefty, you know.
Well,
Right.
ladies of the noir style either had huge chest or they were heroin chic.
I just like watching Batman fight the Phantasm.
Oh, it's such a good fight sequence.
Oh, you mean after the Phantasm was outrunning the plane?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do they ever even like?
How does she
Not
know?
the plane. You know how much money that cost?
Hey,
To get that out of impound?
my favorite is Batman was fighting somebody else.
Yeah. That was the thing for me. Like, I never understood how.
More stormtroopers action.
I like how they never actually name her the Phantasm.
By the way, no helicopter flies like this.
Don't you know? There's only one person besides Batman who knows who the Phantasm is.
It's the Phantasm.
People people.
Yeah. Let's just fire at the side of buildings and roofs.
Batman, the Joker, and Amanda Waller. Only people that ever know that.
Praise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, does Alfred figure it out too, though?
Bruce probably tells him. Bullock.
Dirty monkey Bullock. I only say that because his face looked like a monkey.
He's always like, there's Batman.
There's just so many things wrong with him. Not bad.
Okay,
Here comes the SWAT thing.
that looks like
Trigger
the
happy
thing
SWAT
that the sand people
Was.
used to travel around in. Their police truck.
Uh-huh.
The paddy wagon?
Well, the stormtroopers
Yeah.
are shooting at him because they can't hit nothing.
Here's the only thing that's missing from this scene: Batman calling bats from his boot.
Yes.
Like,
And
He was going
And
to
Joker.
until the explosion.
let's shoot tear gas in there. Okay.
Batman.
Here, let's shoot. We don't know if there's anyone in there and what's in there, but let's just shoot.
Why are they wearing football pads?
Because they're not wearing hockey pads.
Because they're trying to impress their fathers because they never could play sports.
Because Batman might be Tom Brady.
I like how Bullock always has the
Oh.
toothpick.
Hey, didn't Shirley Walker also work on The Flash?
Yeah, she did the music for the
Because
Flash.
she's the composer for this too.
Yeah, she worked hand in hand with Danny Elfman, but the majority of the music was all her.
If I remember right, she
Yeah.
did the Flash,
He's
then
down.
moved on to this because Flash was what, 91?
Grapple hook.
Flash was
Yeah.
91? 1999, 91?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is 92.
Well, no, Phantasm.
Here, shoot that sawhorse with Batman's cape on.
Yeah, 92 is the animated.
Because this was taking place during the animated series. It started in 92.
Oh, no, not the cape.
And the saw.
Still look at my face. Still look at my face.
Sawhorse.
Batman's a sawhorse? A sawhorse has been fighting crime?
Bruce, you look so ridiculous without your cape.
I just want to throw
You just
out...
look like you're a small
He looks-
toddler in onesie.
He looks like Mr. Incredible.
Can I just throw out here, like, I love the fact they acknowledge that he's just wearing tights. Like,
Yeah, because the bullets rip through the cloth.
like they never mention, like, it's any kind of armor or it's, like, anything else other than tights. Like,
I know your identity.
Back
Get
then
in,
we
I was
didn't
mad
have
at you,
to.
but let's go.
Everything didn't have to be dark and gritty and logical, sirs.
Get in my
See, look,
inconspicuous
Bullock's
red
sweating.
car.
what Bullock is
can't
in your
run.
face, right? He sweats profusely as the only person sweating.
And you know what? He doesn't look dirty.
If you were that big and you ran,
Wet.
Here's always my favorite Batman, just wearing the bottom half of his suit.
I always wanted to see the Batman with just the top half of the suit, like covering up his area, because that's the most pathetic look on any human being. Shirt and no pants.
I know we fought baby, but please don't be mad.
No, you're not. Put on shorts.
Yes, it's my father. The whole thing was my father's fault. After the Joker checked me out.
Why does an adult woman use the word daddy?
Oh,
She's a rich socialite.
she's Blanche Devereaux.
Also, her dress
No, Daddy, I'll save you from the three gangsters.
her dress keeps changing colors.
Maybe it's a
I'm
dress.
sorry, she.
That's where they put the extra
You
money.
guys, you see?
Okay. Can we just say this out? Look how he looks here in this flashback. This could only been like 10 years ago. He did not age well in 10 years.
Liquor and cigarettes, man.
He went from having,
That's
like,
a lesson
Well,
to you
actually,
kids.
you know what?
Don't
He looks
smoke
like
and
Al
drink.
Capone. You gotta remember, Al Capone did get syphilis. So, there's that.
Yeah, see, you're gonna give us our money,
Yeah,
see?
smokes a cigarette like
Syphilis, and I'm touching your daughter. He.
if he looked this young, I think Bruce should be like 5.
Poor Disney.
Or
Poor
else she.
Did you say Walt Disney?
Poor Disney.
What?
I'm gonna crush something with my hand. Probably your high.
We all look so young. In 10 years, we'll be extremely old.
I think the other thing about this movie is the dialogue is just gorgeous. Like, I don't feel like there's a wasted line in it. Even, like, the ones that we're kind of making fun of are just... They're that throwback to that 1940s style film.
Yeah.
Also, I love that they go to the Mediterranean. You know, probably...
They didn't go to Corto Maltese?
No! Say it isn't so!
If I don't pay them in 24 hours, they'll kill us both. Don't you think they're going to be watching us for 24 hours?
But Dad, I just got engaged to Bruce. He's a billionaire. How much money are we talking here?
Daddy, I just fulfilled my life's dream.
I don't want to
Being a
ask
gold
for your
digger.
new boyfriend / husband for $30.
How fast can you get married? So that money will be yours.
Adjusted for inflation, it's $1 billion.
Don't worry, Dad turned all this money into billions. You know, $35.62.
That's how much the exchange rate was.
Forward.
And then we ran away, and I don't know what happened to Daddy.
Hey, 20,000 pesos sounds like a lot, but it's only about $19.
He took all that money and just turned it into pesos. There you go. He's like, here's...
I don't care, Bruce. Beat up everyone. Just don't blame me.
Actually, he might have done that cash for gold thing.
Wait, I love you.
And I'm wearing a headband.
You mean it?
I'm not signing a prenup. That's why they really broke up. I was
This
like, not
Oh,
again.
Master Bruce.
I thought I got rid of you.
We're men.
Oh, Master
We're
Bruce,
down
2
in
times in 10
Alfred
years.
walks in on them doing it.
Bruce likes to make sure he kisses right before tea time.
Ah, yes. The curtain blow.
Wait,
That means she's doing things.
Wait, she's wearing his shirt, and he's only wearing the pants. What happened?
Wait, what did they do?
Why is Bruce's nipples
The night she
inconspicuous?
didn't have
covered up
pajamas.
by-
And he was settling.
A young Lilith Hellfire asked the first time she saw this movie.
Now I knew it was up.
Daddy doesn't matter anymore because I'm the woman now.
That doesn't matter because
Oh,
I'm
you honked my horn.
Nice car again.
Different nice car.
Oops.
I think it's the same nice
So,
car,
Master
different
Bruce,
color.
now that you have a new hobby, are you giving up crime fighting? I don't know, Alfred. It's pretty good.
Why are you moping? You just got some, Bruce. Perk up.
And all his bandages are off already.
He's
He
a
heals
fast
fast.
healer. He's got a Lazarus pit downstairs, dude.
He heals like Barry.
Oh man, that's right. I forgot about Talia.
Did you ever think that Bruce might have been like, so, Barry, you can recreate that experiment. That's how Wally got his powers. You know how awesome that would be as Bat Flash?
Bat Flash.
Batman just redoes the experiment.
But I am
Or-
the knight.
Or Flashy Bat.
Uh-oh.
I like how he perfectly has a red.
Really? Really?
Oh, I
Did he
get out.
just read Sharpie of Death from Revenge, the Joker's picture? Oh my god.
I just wish they
2
would've
lines,
just
and he's like, "It's the Joker."
turned into a hood.
Yes.
That's cool. Yeah, you're right. There's no mention of like the Red Hood or anything.
Where's Star Labs? That lightning storm, you know.
Huh?
I'm just saying, like, it'd been like if you were Batman, like, you'd figure out everybody else's powers.
Oh,
Like
this is so Jack
he could
Nicholson
give
and
himself
hurts
super
right here.
speed.
There's so much lightning in
Oh, no.
Gotham. I think I would be afraid to be on rooftops all the time.
Yeah. That silhouette of Joker, all I could think of was Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous.
I am the
Nice.
danger that
Can't
flaps
say
in the
stuff like
night.
He's legitimately hurt that he's not a friend of his.
Can we just say how many people know who the Joker's origin is? Like they all realize that their ex-chauffeur guy became the Joker. Like they're all like, "Oh, hey, remember the good old days joke?" Back when we just
Remember
used
that?
Oh, wait, never mind. I mean, I don't know your word.
How could you miss it with that pointy nose?
It's a big city.
Wait, isn't that like kind of a big stereotype? Just because he has a pointy nose doesn't mean he's the same dude.
I mean, he didn't always have
Maybe-
white
It
skin.
could be this
Maybe
guy.
he's-
It could be Councilman McDouchey for all we know.
Maybe he's and maybe he's the Penguin.
Exactly.
Ghost of Christmas Future.
Bat boy.
You know, it occurs to me I could kill you and no one would blame me.
Or miss you.
Exactly.
I like how the Joker doesn't brush his teeth.
Joker's about to have a heart attack.
They don't let you have.
Well,
know
no,
what?
and it's
Like
funny
that,
because
I
your
don't-
eyes are supposed to match your teeth. Like, your eye color and your teeth color are supposed to be the same, so it's kind of funny.
Here's the thing: if your face was that white all the time, I don't think you could get your teeth white enough.
True.
True.
They didn't
Wait,
have
wait.
those
I wanna
good old
talk to the-
strips back then, did they?
Why can't we have phones like this?
I want to talk to the girl I was checking out 10 years ago.
Yeah, you got hung up all right. I won't say on what, because I'm a lady.
Hey, guys, hold on. She's calling him, right?
Yeah.
But there's no storm of lightning or anything where she's at. But there was when the Joker showed up to where he's at.
Oh, do you not understand how the weather in Gotham
Dramatic
works?
interest is
like
dramatic.
every half hour on the hour.
Wait a second. Now that you mention it, it was like daylight working
Yes.
that, wasn't it?
Maybe she's in Coast
No,
City.
Joker, please.
I was lightning again.
Or maybe
Joker.
maybe
no.
they're on the Queen's private island or something.
Maybe the Joker's the weather withered.
MG.
Nice.
Oh no, the Joker pulled the stick out of his butt.
I like how
Oh no, not the hospital.
there's no reference to Arkham in this either.
No, there isn't. What a hairstyle.
I want to be sedated.
Okay, I think if I was laughing that hard, I might actually get sick.
That's a great way to build abs
I-
for those of us that don't know. Just find
Yeah.
a funny movie and laugh.
I have two friends here in the Columbus, Ohio area that have been writing the Batman musical, and one of the scenes in the musical is somebody gets gassed by the Joker, and during one of our read-throughs, the guy who got gassed laughed so hard he actually passed out.
Oh my goodness.
It was
Oh.
insane.
It happens.
Yep.
Here's my thing. When you live in Gotham and somebody's laughing hysterically like that, I'm pretty sure the Joker's not far behind.
I was gonna say,
Also,
wouldn't you
I've
run?
never been in a hospital where they have you in a private room with a door, they shut, and they just leave you alone. Like, every hospital, you're getting checked on, like, every half an hour.
Not in
There's
Gotham.
monitor
Everything's
Windows that
corrupt.
open.
There's not enough people in
There's-
Gotham. There's more patients than there are doctor to nurse ratio.
I think Gotham was the
Yeah, that's a good
original
idea, in a
Obamacare
hospital,
kind of
open
place
windows.
where that all happened. Doctors aren't getting paid enough. They're like, screw that.
This is one of those
We'll see
free
you in the
clinics
morning,
where
sir.
we're not getting paid for this.
That's where that's why the sign just said EMG.
NG.
Maybe it's
You
Midvale
can't
School
pay for
for
a
the Gifted
sign.
and Talented.
What is this, a hospital for ants?
No, it's Obamacare.
He should have totally peed his pants by now, by the way.
Yeah.
You don't know that he
Wow,
did
he's
it.
got dandruff.
There's no wet stain yet.
I like Batman's just like, I'll just sit there to laugh.
Honey,
I'm home.
I'm back for more.
Swinging from building to building.
You should have gate opened the door.
You want to do it with the mask on?
I'm Batman.
I'm Groot.
Oh, she does. So the Phantasm costume isn't just in the closet?
Yeah.
She's probably wearing it wherever she's at.
Oh, he took off her heart. Oh, look, it's us.
Don't you answer that lady's phone, you douchebag.
Yeah, that is social norm.
He thinks about it for a minute though. He's like, shut up.
He did it anyway, though.
Hey,
Maybe she's calling
Schmoopsy.
her own phone.
Oh my god, I love that. I call my boyfriend that, actually. Or Pudding.
What?
Schmoopsy.
Yes.
Oh, man.
And I love that they could have gotten away with this movie by not throwing in a secondary villain. But even though Joker's not in this for a really long time, he does so much and so well. And balances this feature out so well.
And having a nice connection
I love-
with
there's a-
characters.
Yeah.
There's a bomb coming right at me. Let me throw something at it and blow it up.
You know how bombs work. If they touch anything, they explode.
See, here's what I hated right here.
No mask.
Like, you see her and there's a little bit of black, and you're like, wait a minute. Like,
I think the reveal could have been done a little differently, too.
Well, I think you're supposed to figure it out by now.
Oh, no. My favorite is when he walks down and he just picks up the apple.
Because he
Yeah,
has
right
to go
off
like
the
an
ground.
a-hole. Only
He's like
a-holes
5
eat apples in
seconds.
movies.
he's a J-hole.
Aww.
Oh, I wanted that apple.
See, like,
My tears are the same color of my skin.
like you just, I don't know. Like,
Really?
Yep, still in the kitchen.
if they hadn't had that scene
Hey,
right there
honey.
and just let her,
Oh, God.
My
It's,
baloney has a
like that.
first name. It's so.
We're not getting paid for that, Kelly.
it's Joaker. Why does he keep
Any,
doing this?
any lawsuits, please send to Super Squint. That's S-U-P.
Why does she have a can opener on her arm?
So, Joker knew right away that it was her, but Batman took how long to figure it out?
well, because Joker,
Crazy, man.
yeah.
Crazy like a fox. That's the joke.
Remember, Joker killed her dad. So
Oh, wait, it's her?
I just, I just wish they hadn't had the scene before this though. They could have had
And
her
how-
flashback.
How'd the
They
smoke
could-
come out of her hand?
Magic.
Magic.
Just also, how does the smoke only stay on his face for that long?
Triple P in, Kelly.
Yeah, how's it cling to his face?
It's adaptive. They answered that in the first 30 seconds of this movie.
Ah.
You have to pay attention, darling.
Oh!
He ain't got nothing
Right
right
in the
there.
joy
He's
buzzer.
a Ken doll.
Hit him in the junk.
Oh,
You know, the more that I think about it, she's kind of like a Barbara Gordon prototype.
This is DC's answer to Black Widow.
I like the raging
No,
robot.
Black Widow is the Marvel answer to Batman, okay? Let's get that straight. Think about it and then come back and talk to me.
Hit her with the baloney.
whoa,
Hit her with the baloney.
he slapped her with his baloney.
Oh, this is why it was PG.
I just like that
Always go for the joke, man.
he came at her with the egg beaters. He was like baking me a cake.
All right, no. All right,
He's
no.
like, oh no,
no lines
you
in any of the
blew
rocks.
up my kitchen wife.
Isn't that an engine to a pod racer?
That is an engine to a pod racer. A couple years too early.
And George Lucas was watching this like, that looks like an engine to something I can create. I'll call it a pod racer.
That's right. It'll be the only thing in Phantom Menace people will like.
They'll
I don't
call
know. What's Phantom Menace? I don't know yet.
pod racing and a double lightsaber.
Man, this part of the movie really sucks.
Eh,
Ha ha ha
Dead silence.
Where's the pun button?
It's a lot of
That doesn't
woman in
deserve
peril, but not a lot going on.
Well, I was talking about the engine, but
Hey now,
Oh wait,
let's keep this
wait,
PG.
the last Batman vehicle we haven't seen, the motorcycle.
Yeah, there we go. Bat pod.
do you just think he was like, you know what? I
Need
think
to
I'll
sell more
take the
toys.
motorcycle instead of the car. Or they're just like, hey, I'm tired of drawing the car. Let's draw something else.
You know, the only
No, they need
Bat
to sell more
vehicle I've
toys.
never seen done in a film or the animated series was the Whirly Bat. The MASH style helicopter that he rides.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Yeah, I know. It's
Okay,
terrible.
guys, but do you know how 90s this movie is actually, though? They have Tia Carrere on the soundtrack. Tia freaking Carrere!
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Things aren't made like they used to be. You got to throw a whole motorcycle at it to turn it off.
I don't pay attention to the
I
soundtrack.
just figured it out.
I just listen to the orchestration soundtrack
Yeah.
because if you listen to the actual pop music soundtrack, then it brings you down and you realize, hey, this is.
I didn't know this had a pop music soundtrack.
I didn't either until she just said that.
I just wish Alanis Morissette was on it.
Oh,
Isn't it ironic?
That would have been like a Nolan thing.
This movie's not ironic enough for Morissette.
It's just like
It isn't ironic.
See, and that's the other thing about this animation style. You get so much emotion and range out of those eyes, even though they don't have the pupils. They're just like the white blank space, but there's so much tragedy in that one shot. Oh, excuse me while I dissipate.
so. That's what that's like. That's what he's thinking.
Mm-hmm.
World of the future.
I don't know why he's like, how do I do that trick?
Can I get some of that gas?
You, my favorite chocolate drink. Actually, this might be one of my favorite sequences.
Oh, this is
between
a great
Batman
homage. to one of
I
the
love the
great
WB
songs.
symbol right there.
There it is. In case you forgot.
Self-referencing.
Oh, do you guys remember the WB store?
Yes.
Yep.
All 6 of them.
I often think back how much I miss those stores because
King
now that
Kong.
I have money to spend, I could spend in those stores. All the cool Batman stuff.
All the box sets that we could never own.
Yeah. All the cool stuff.
I love that Gotham also has a monorail, like Springfield.
Yeah, this is
And Batman began.
Do you
this
feel
is
like,
so King Kong.
Do you feel like Bryan Singer watched this and was like, I'll do this in Superman Returns.
Oh,
I'll have a miniature
No, he's not that. I wouldn't even give him that much credit.
again, how did he lose a tooth, and why so early? I hate it so much.
Just because he got punched.
I just don't like because it distracts me so much. The missing tooth.
Redneck Joker.
This is just great.
Let's.
Wrap them up in your cape.
Oh yeah.
Now, Nolan, on the other hand, I definitely
You can tell they had fun
stole
with this
stuff
part.
from this.
They're having way too much fun in this thing.
Oh, kitchen bot.
Boom. Get the cape. Use the cape.
I just love how much abandoned junk is in Gotham.
Yeah.
Like, buildings...
If I was gonna be homeless, probably Gotham.
No, because then you get experimented on by some supervillain.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, you gotta hide in the right place.
That's how you take your cape off and use it.
And then put it right back on.
So it's Disney World.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's
this
the
is the
after
reason
all.
why costume is so functional in the
I love
series. Is
him
because
in the shadows. I love this
it's
animation.
just like tight, you know, and that's hard to transition that over into film because just cloth looks so bad.
It looks non-threatening.
Yeah.
Have you not watched the Batman shorts
Ugh.
from the 40s?
Ugh.
Yeah.
We don't talk about those.
Look,
Yeah.
it's McGee.
This is the only toy from Phantasm I had. Was Joker with a jetpack.
Great.
Actually, I never understood why they didn't make a Phantasm video game tie-in.
Because a lot of their video games at the time had been flops, actually,
Yeah, that's true.
during this particular time.
They probably didn't think...
Yeah, probably the only Batman games they had were the movie ones.
They had an animated series game, but it was really cheaply done
Yeah, it
and
was boring.
hard to beat.
I don't know why they don't bring the Phantasm back as a character and put her in continuity.
I think it would be interesting if they brought Phantasm
Gotham.
into.
Well,
Gotham.
I think what it is that they, that this movie has two sequels, which is Batman and Mr. Freeze, Sub-Zero, and then Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, and they didn't do nearly as well as this. And so I think a lot, even though it's critically, it's a critical success, at the box office at the end of the day, it wasn't. And so that, you know how the suits are. Well, it could have done better, so maybe we'll just bury that for another time. Maybe Mark Guggenheim or Greg Berlanti will come up with something to bring this back.
Well, don't forget,
They barely advertised it.
you're
Yeah.
missing one of the films.
The suits never blame themselves for mistakes, though. Never.
You're missing
That's
one of the
thing
films
you
in
need
the
to know.
series. You had this, then you had Sub-Zero, then you had The Mystery of Batwoman, then you had Return of the Joker.
Yep.
Yeah. Mystery of the Batwoman really kind of tanked, though.
Yes.
Because that one was just, I think, was at the bottom of the barrel. Like, they're like, maybe we should
They were scraping for ideas.
They were like, we should just make a movie. Like, this one was top quality. And I feel like this is top quality grade A.
I still have the VHS
Grade A.
with the graphic
Brownies
novel.
are done.
in it, dude.
Sub-Zero, I would give a B. This, I give an A plus to.
You would
Return of the
give
Joker, I give
Sub-Zero
it.
Sub-Zero barely had
I
any.
have a hard time with this because there's so much explosion, there's so many explosives, and everyone walks away from this. With the exception of Joker, but that's just because we don't know what happens to him. He appears, and that's it.
He's-
Oh, no, you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not taking this in continuity with the actual series. I'm just going with it as an individual film.
uh-oh.
Yeah.
Because at the end,
Yeah,
it's
but
just
that's the thing.
gone, and she's just
Yeah,
gone.
they all-
But I'm saying, it is...
We never
They'll show
heard
up
from
alive.
them again.
And they went off to Lian Yu.
Supermax. Dude, they totally need to have... That should be the spinoff, honestly, is Supermax. What happens in Lian Yu stays in Lian Yu.
I'd
What,
like,
them
I'd
running
like
around the island every
Andrew to show
episode?
up in Gotham. You know?
You have
Like
to be-
Wilson starring in Lost?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'd be fine if she was a kid.
I would have her father show up as a new guy trying to get in some Gotham real estate.
Or become a new crime boss.
Mm.
But that's too much like the Huntress on Arrow, though. So.
Like, characters
Or
that are-
maybe get into Dent's side once he turns.
Oh, wait, here we go,
Alfred,
here we go.
A hangover and I'm brooding.
It's okay, Master Bruce. Bitches be crazy.
Great wise Alfred.
I love this Alfred, but I will say there are times where I feel like he is the Smithers to our Mr. Burns. He gets a little touchy-feely.
Sir, she just wanted you for your money anyway.
Ain't no chick getting in between me and my pension.
Why is there a helipad with no helicopter?
How does that...
Because it's out
how
for
does the
repairs,
locket
darling.
like-
It's in the police impound with the plane.
This locket is hidden in a piece of the cave, and somehow it makes a reflection with no light on it. Magic locket. I'll keep you forever.
No, he takes the picture out and gives it to Talia al Ghul.
It's the only way he can get it up now is just by looking at it.
Oh,
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Another party?
You know what I thought? You know what he needs? He needs, like, in Batman
It's
Returns.
Jughead.
I love it. Oh, Jughead, your silly hat.
In the Batcave, he needs, like, relay mirrors to bounce down when the signal's in the air, like in Batman Returns.
Oh wait, this is the way they tied in Titanic into Batman, isn't it? Like she's Rose now.
Yeah. Batman's Jack Dawson, but he's all in her head. He never actually existed.
Yeah.
see, that was my problem. What happened to the Joker?
That's what I'm saying.
Joker.
She didn't die. She didn't
Watch this in
die.
Can't handle the
continuity
Joker?
series, like Tyler was saying, Joker's
So why
still
isn't she
alive,
dead?
But she would not have left him alive.
Or she'd still be chasing him.
Could be where she's headed.
Yeah.
Joker ain't taking any cruise.
He's the
Joker took my girl.
What you don't realize that she's on that cruise investigating, but the Joker secretly is going to murder everybody on the cruise. Oh, there's my favorite gadget.
Joker's got
Batman swinging
a
down.
decision. Which
The end.
want to blow up?
Great movie.
Credits.
No, there you go.
Cue the-
It's
Cue
the
Lila's
Diane
favorite.
Dark Knight. She's on one
Carrera song. Lila's my favorite Tina Carrera song now.
voice ever.
Dana Delaney, my best Lois Lane ever.
Dude, I love her so much. And the fact that she's still so relevant. Well, no,
Abe
her show got-
Vigoda!
And
Abe
Yeah,
Vigoda!
playing an old
wait,
guy.
hold on.
Yeah,
Abe Vigoda.
playing an
Fish!
old guy. Think of that.
Yep.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill. God, I love this movie.
So good.
Yeah, we got to do this again.
Well, I guess we could do Sub-Zero.
Or we could just do Batman Beyond
Batman
Criminal
Beyond
Joker.
Return of the Joker.
We have to do
Oh, I
Batman.
would love that.
I have to come back for it.
Just
Just because
'cause-
that's so good.
I feel like that one's caliber, like a high enough caliber that we could do it. Like, I feel like if we did, like, I feel like Sub-Zero is just an extended episode,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like, you know,
Well-
Batwoman is just like a really bad long
Return of the
episode.
Joker is so visceral and so raw. It's not for kids,
No, it's not.
like at all. Like Phantasm has moments where you're like, kind of a kid's story. It's PG. You could kind of get away with it, but I no. Return of the Joker was like teens
Well,
and
I
up.
mean, nowadays with their PG-13 ratings, like Justice League War and Flashpoint Paradox, like,
Oh
I
my
was like,
god!
I would never let my godchildren watch this. There's 9, 7, and 4. No way.
The one
No,
that got me
every
was
2
Assault on Arkham.
Yeah, with the sex.
Well,
scene
that is
between
not. I mean,
Sean
considering the
Connery.
gameplay that it's based on, I would never. I had a hard time getting through it as a straight up adult who loves gritty stuff. I was like, I
I was
just
like-
couldn't believe what they were
But don't
doing.
get me wrong. I'm grateful they're making them for us.
I want to be able to have, like, share that with the next generation. I'm like, you gotta wait about 6 more years, kiddo. Sorry.
Yep.
So now I'm gonna have to like
I gotta-
watch Batman the animated
You know
series.
why?
You've never seen it?
Yeah.
No,
How dare you?
I'm
All
sorry.
right, you gotta beat
I was in
Kelly out.
college. I was pulling
Ugh.
19 credit hours a semester. So
Excuses?
You know what the theory is
Kelly.
about the animated films?
what?
Is if you look, when Bruce Timm exited as a producer on all the DC Direct films,
Mhm.
is when they took the darker turn.
Yep.
If you go back, he's producer on so many of those, but when he exited as producer is when they started going more hardcore adult. Because, I mean, if you look at First Flight,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and some of the earlier ones, they still had more remnants. Even Doomsday, more for kids. But after he left is when
Well,
they
you know,
got
the whole universe fell apart when, I mean, literally, like, that's when they tried their first little soft reboot was back in 2007, and that's when they canceled Justice League Unlimited and, you know, all the other stuff that he had been involved in. And so it was just like this really weird timing in DC, you know, it was like an interim kind of crazy change, and I just didn't appreciate it. It took me
Yeah,
a
it
long-
was their opportunity to try to find what their audience was going to be now.
and it wasn't that, because none of them were as successful as any of those
It
previous
wasn't
shows.
children.
I'm telling you, I love the Bruce Timm animated universe.
No, I do too, and I like that it was fun, but it still had a bit of a dark turn to it, and you could still get away with it. But I don't know. As I grew up, we were watching it, but I needed to see more. I needed to feel more danger from my superheroes.
It's people like you that ruined it for the rest of us.
Like I got into this debate last week, and I don't know if you guys want to open the topic, but I'm going to just throw it out there anyway, about the new Batgirl 41 issue, the variant cover.
Phil and I talked about this thing.
Yeah, and my thing was everybody was complaining about it, but my defense of it was I like seeing my superheroes, especially ones that don't have like significant power. Batgirl has strength, she has speed, she has agility, she has all these things, but that's because she trained up to those points. I sometimes need to be reminded that Batgirl is still a human being. She's just choosing to fight for good, and putting her in that situation reminds me of that every so often.
That was my point. I'm like, you could have plugged anyone else into that same thing. It could have been Robin.
Yes.
Basically anyone but Batman.
Yeah. Well, and even Batman's been in that situation. If you look at Death of the Family, there's that beautiful sequence where Joker's dancing with the lifeless Batman all bloodied up. I mean, that's if we need to be reminded of anything, it's like, yeah, Batman is still just a dude at the end of the day. I don't know.
With toys.
Yes, with all the toys and all the maiming.
Did you guys know there's like 2 novels like that go with this kind of?
Yeah, one of them's is it No Man's Land with Paul Dini?
Yeah, Alan Burnett and Paul Dini.
Yeah,
and, Andrew Helfer. Yeah,
I love No Man's Land. That's what Dark Knight Returns should have been.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, and then it just kind of devolved into a hot mess.
Yeah, just a little bit. And instead of being Huntress, it was Catwoman.
So here's my question: what do we all rate Batman: Mask of the Phantasm?
What's our rating system?
Batarangs.
What do you guys want? Batarangs.
Batarangs.
Out of 5 being the highest.
6.
It's definitely a solid 5 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give it.
I'm gonna say a solid 4.5, and this is why I say 4.5.
How dare you?
No. And you're probably gonna hate me for it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The movie itself, even though it's a cinematic release, is only an hour and 10 minutes, or an hour and 16 with credit. If it was another 15 minutes longer, to me, this would be the perfect film. It just
But
needs
it was for kids too, though.
Or another. It needs more fleshing out of the storyline, and then for me, I think it would be a perfect film. Other than that, I'll watch this every day. I just bought it today, so I might as well.
See, but kids like back then didn't have like the binge watching gene in them, and I think that it was actually a perfect runtime because you can go watch it, you can still get dinner with the kids. I definitely think that they kind of were thinking that.
Oh yeah, no, and I mean, like when I was, when I was like 8, this movie would have been a 5.
It's just, it's because you're just wanting
I just want more out of it. And I don't know if there's deleted scenes in the film or something that we're missing.
Probably not.
Probably not.
No, there definitely is. There definitely is missing stuff, but I don't think they've ever released it.
No, but I will say this, though. I think at the end of the day, it's tragic that this was not sold well enough that people know more about it. Because I still know diehard Batman fans that have never seen this film.
And they're not real Batman fans.
And if we watch Batman: Mask of the Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker, we have to do the unedited version.
Yeah,
good. Oh,
I agree.
We do the unedited version and reference the edited version because it's just 2 different little clips.
And it's not even that much worse, but there's just something so worse about it. So much more. Oh my god. When Batgirl comes in and just holds Tim, I cry every time. Feels so bad.
Don't say too much.
Sorry.
Save it for when we
darling.
Yeah. All right. Let's call this one.
All right,
everybody.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Let us know what you thought about this episode. The craziness. Email us beforethebat@gmail.com. Facebook, we're Before the Bat, the Gotham Podcast. Twitter, we're @BeforeTheBatPod. And Lilith, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Tumblr, lilithfairyhellfire.tumblr.com, and don't forget to check out my blog that is just for us comic book geeks and pop culture junkies, littlepopculturevulture.blogspot.com.
And Chris?
Yeah, you can actually follow me on Twitter if you want. I'm at NotTinyDancer86. And that's pretty much it for me right now. I'm working on starting some podcasts myself, so if you guys don't mind having me back on, I would love to stop in every so often.
Oh yeah, Gotham's on a big break, so we have to do Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker next.
Nice.
Sounds fun.
All right.
Always up for it. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Hey.
Thank you, everyone.
Night.